Well, hello folks, welcome to episode 6 of our 17th season here at RFC Liege. I am the Custard Prophet. My God, have I got an exciting episode for you. So in the last however long we've been in this division, we've not had anything exciting going on. At the top of the table, it's always been relegation battles, but for once, we've potentially got something to play for here. We've got 2 games, and it's in our hands whether we end up in those playoff positions, those top 8 positions. Let's get into it. Yeah, so a look at this table. We currently sit in 7th. There's 2 games to go, one of which is a tough old game against the team 1 place above us. Not going to be easy, that one. But then the final game of the season is against struggling Oostende, who are bottom of the league. They will be fighting for their lives, so yeah, that might be a thing. Let's have a look at the results in the last few games. You can see after the RWDM game, we then played Anderlecht. Tough game, even though it was at home. We were 2-0 down, rolling into the 80th minute. Managed to pull it back. I went 2 up top, which is very unlike me, and more unlike me, it actually worked. Beautiful goal from Valencic. Ball came into Jolly, of all people, who headed it into Otto. Just nicked it around the corner, and Valencic powered it into the near post. Really, really lovely goal. And then Philippe Otto with one of the most gorgeous finishes. We're going to see it. We're going to see it. This was an absolute cracker of a finish. Really, really lovely. And you need to see this. Unfortunately, for some reason, I can't actually see any of the goals. They just, all I can see is the text. So it's like Championship Manager back in the day. So I won't let you see that. But it was a beautiful little chip over the goalkeeper, which hit the bar, hit the inside of the bar, and then just slammed down onto the line. It was lovely, lovely finish. So then we played Antwerp away, who weren't doing that great, and we did all right in this game. We drew 0-0, not a bad result. I hope, because they got a player sent off, we could have maybe come through and won that, but we weren't able to do that. Just happy we didn't lose it. Some nice performances in there. You can see Jewel getting a 7.8. Very nice. Mechelen, who were riding high in the league, they were top of the league at this point. We lost 1-0 against them, unfortunately. Our old foe, Pinult. It was a tight game. We played pretty well in this game, just did not get the rub of the green and could not put the ball in the back of the net, which hasn't been a problem for us in recent times too much, but yeah, was pretty frustrated there. Then we play away at Vaslan Beveren. This could have been a bit of a tricky one, but we went through it comfortably. Otto with a couple of goals, Valencic in Duel. Nice 4-1 victory, really happy there. And then we've just played Urchel. Nicky Valencic in the 80th minute, giving us a 1-0 victory. So we are sitting here on 49 points. It's the biggest points tally we've ever had. But can we increase that? Can we get that to over 50 points? I think if we can get another win, I wonder whether that will be enough. I think it possibly will be enough, but we will have to see. It is incredibly tight. You can see here, within 3 points of us either way, there's about half the league. So we could go as high as 5th at the end of this episode, or as low as 12th. So it could go any way. Right, folks, let's play that first game. We'll get into the game against Kortrijk, and yeah, cross your fingers, folks. Cross your fingers. So, team we're going with, it's a team that's done very well recently, so we're not going to change a winning team. They've won the last 2. So that's Otto up top, Valencic, Van Damme, and Julian in the attacking roles in midfield, Jacques and Robert holding in the just behind them, Picard, Jewel, Wapatale and Mayanga in defence, with Kramer in goal. Let's get into it. Let's kick some ass. Right, here we go. We are just coming out. We're going to start on a cautious mentality. I'll hit encourage right at the start. I'm thinking starting just a little bit more disciplined, but have the old shoot on sight on, and maybe we'll see how we start, but then maybe we'll come out a little bit more as we grow into the game. So we don't want to give away too much too early. I should also say we did try and sign Kramer. His contract's up at the end of the season. Could not afford him, unfortunately. But what a difference he's made in goal. Next season we're going to have to look to get another goalkeeper in, because I don't know I want to go back to Fernandez as the first choice keeper. Let's get into it. But we have it on the left side. It's Valencic who hits the back of Jacquot, but we managed to hold on to it. Switch the play all the way to Mayenga, down the line, yes, into Julian, who's managed to keep hold of it after being tackled. Robert, and he has been tackled. 2 balls lost there, and they've put in the back of that. That was just poor play from those 2 players. Both of them tackled. Managed to hold on to it the first time, but shot from distance. Yeah, Robert should know better than that. They came in on him and shot from this. I mean, I don't care if he shoots from there. There's no way that should be going in. Top corner though. You don't stop those. Well, we've had a few shots ourselves, but the next highlight looks like it's going to them. Rubino. Oh, he's gone short, the little sneaky little bugger. Now he's coming in. He's going to be another. Oh, well done. Well done. Normally we give those away and concede a goal there, but defenders just got their faces in the way, and yeah, we like that. Putting their lives on the line for the club. But we are still 1-0 down. Come on, want to see a chance for us. Not all the chances for them, but we have. Can Robert avenge himself? He did manage to get it through. Otto into Jacquot. Valencic. Is he going to go on a run? He'll shoot, won't he? He's not. Oh, that's the problem. Having shoot on sight on is probably not a good thing with Valencic anywhere near. Here he comes again. He's lost it. K Biddy, who's P Diddy's half sister. Robert into Valencic. Come on, mate. Do something useful. Do not shoot. Right. That's it. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care so much. Right. So we're going to say shoot less often. There we go. And breathe. What an ass. Well, look at the current league table, and you can see we're still sitting in 7th place, so that's not too bad. But I'm not 100% happy with the with things that. He made the tackle. He made the tackle. It just didn't go very far from Garcia. I feel we've been a little bit hard done by to be 2-0 down at this stage. Considering that first goal, how powerful that was. Maybe they could have scored earlier on there, I suppose, if we're thinking about it. I think we're going to have to come out of our shell a little bit. We need to get goal difference doesn't make a difference. Oh my. This is awful. This is the worst we've been. This is pretty terrible. This is going to really hit us for 6 as well in terms of let's go more. We'll go more expressive. We're going to go tempo. No, we're not. We're not doing that. I'm going to take shoot on sight off. No. We'll leave it at that. It hasn't been a good day. Oh, Jacquot. Just saw the end of that highlight. Decent shot straight into the goalkeeper's hands. Why couldn't that fly into the top corner? In terms of goal chances, we've been level. 8 shots each. It's just they've had the better opportunities. But ball is cleared up to Otto. He's very, very much on his own at the minute. And wow, 4-0 down. Everything they hit turns to goals, doesn't it? Rubino from distance again. Wow. It's just one of those games, isn't it, where, I mean, they've only a 1.43 XG and they've got 4 goals. I'm going to thrash Arms. I'm not happy with your performance. Again, not going to change anything yet. We're still sitting in 7th, which is great stuff. That does not bother me at all. Club Bruges smashing RWDM, as you might expect. But Zultvargem and Charleroi are drawing, which is nice. We want it to stay like that. Liège are losing. So that's nice. Right, we've got to make some changes, haven't we? What are we going to do? Well, Julien is coming off. We'll bring Soderman on. Shall we? Let's do it. We did it last time and it kind of worked. Put Jolly on as... What do we have him on? What do we have him on? I think I played him as a trequartista. I'm pretty sure I did. Or did I have him as an advanced forward alongside as a poacher? I think it was a trequartista. We'll play him as a trek. Right, throw in to the boys. And yet again, we've lost the ball. Terrible throw, and Garcia's running with it. Defence is just backing up and run straight through us. We're going to give away a penalty undoubtedly. And no, straight into the side netting. That's something I'd like to see less of in the next FM, when they just try and shoot. They try and run it to the goal line and then end up just shooting at the goalkeeper. I mean, that's never going to happen, is it? Why would they do that? You know, right, Robert. Joly, it's through, it's a beautiful ball, and we have scored. It's not, well, it is all over, but at least we have a goal. At least we have a goal. Soderman, who's done not much since he's joined the club, but yeah, showing that maybe we should be considering him for the final game of the season. We're sitting now in 8th place. Charleroi have taken a lead in their game. This is right on the cusp of qualification. This is not bad really. It does mean that now there's only we can only get into 7th and 8th place if we want to qualify, which isn't ideal. Come on, Zultvargem, and get a draw. One last sub, I think. Jacquot is coming off. Baha is coming on. He's had a few games. I've been fairly happy with him. Might give him a start in the final game of the season. Well, we lose 4-1. Worst loss of the season, I think. The two players who've come on, oh, that didn't work. The two players who came on did all right, so we might think about starting them in the final game, perhaps. I don't know about Jolly. Yeah, we were not as bad as that scoreline suggested. We'll forget that. We'll move on from that. Well, I think what is important there is that Charleroi, Zultvargem managed to get a late goal. And that does mean that we sit in 7th place. We're on the same points as Charleroi, STVV, Zultvargem, Ghent. So all of these teams can catch us up. Actually, can they? So, yeah, Liege. Who are they playing? Who are Liege playing? We'll just have a little look at this, because they're playing Mechelen. That's not easy in the final game of the season. So they could catch us up. And if they win and we lose, they'll go ahead of us. And then these guys, it doesn't matter so much. And no one's going to... A draw doesn't matter because they're not going to get anything. So Ghent is playing Zultvargem. So one of these two might get a victory. Then it's STVV. Charleroi playing Anderlecht. STVV is away at home. It's Kortrijk who are just above us. So interesting stuff. Let's move forward and we're going to play this final game of the season. Fingers crossed. Okay, here we are. We are ready. Final game of the season, or the regular season. Unfortunately, we've had a few injuries. Jacquot, Van Dam and Pernin all going out injured, which reduces our options in midfield and a little bit. We've also made a change at right midfield. After his goal, Soderman is coming back in place of Pernin and... no, not Pernin, Julien. So the team we're going with, a slightly different one. Otto up top, Valencic, Gerard and Soderman as our attacking three. Baha and Robert as the more defensive of the midfielders. And then defence is the same as last time. Mayenga did pick up an injury, but he looks like he's back enough. We've got Geostathis on the bench just in case. And it is Picard, Jewel, Wapatale and Mayenga with Kramer in goal. It's all in our hands. If we win this, we definitely will be in the playoffs. If we lose this, there's a good chance we won't be. So a draw, don't know. Who knows what's going to happen? But I'm excited by this. I'm just a bit frustrated that we've had to make quite so many changes to the lineup, considering the injuries that we had in the build-up. We could have done without that, to be fair. Right then. Oh dear. Scary times. Yeah, expect a much better performance. We like that. Yeah, he is great. Kramer is. He has been really good. Not so good in the last game, as you saw. He let in a couple of long ranges, but I'm hoping for a big game for him today. We're going to start on a balanced approach. We're going to encourage the lads. Let's go and try and beat Oostende. We've not seen much at all. We've had the better of the chances, but looks like they're going to get the first opportunity on the board. Demo, ball in. And it's over the top from Fausch. Yeah, that's the first highlight we've seen. As you can see, 6 shots to us, 3 to them. Valencic, ball in. And he makes, I was hoping, Ratsy. Is he going to play a long one over the top? Is he going to do something silly? No, it's funny. We did struggle against Oostende a little bit in the reverse fixture. That was brilliant. What a one with the post that was. Slightly concerned that he was going to miss that, but Otto, ball through. Lovely ball from Baha. We has done that before, actually. We'll have a look at that again. Baha picks it up here and plays it. Well, it's a mistake from then. Hit the bar, hit the post, and Otto then gets it straight back, and we score the goal. Bit lucky, but we'll take it. Apologies also, I saw in the last game that my green screen had gone weird, so I've put that right, hopefully, in this game. This is the second game. Right then, we are at half time. We're 1-0 up, but I think we deserve it. Look at the XG. We certainly got the better XG, probably from that really good chance. Otto with a goal. Let's encourage. Let's go into the dressing room and hopefully, yeah, played well, but I think they can play a little bit better than this. We're still sitting in 7th, and it'd be nice to get a second goal just to keep the distance. Soderman into Robert, into Baha. Soderman, beautiful ball into Valencic, and he was just on his own. There was no one marking him, and we're 2-0 up, and it is looking good for those playoff places. Oh. Exciting times. Let's have another look at that. Soderman gets the ball. Yeah, Robert, and it's this quick thinking from Baha, and that defender, he just walks off Valencic, and he's spotted by Soderman, and yeah, easy finish because the goalkeeper was nowhere near where he needed to be there. Oh, this is more like it. Another throw in. It's Mayanga now. Soderman back to Mayanga, ball in. It's Baha over the top. And this might mean that we do send Oostende down because they needed a win out of this to stay up. Right, 74 minutes on the clock. We will make a change. Mayanga's looking a bit tired. We'll bring Giastathis on at right back. And Valencic is looking tired. We'll bring Aruba on, and we'll do this. There we go. Gerard on the left. Ruaba, who's hardly played a game this season, he's going to come on just behind the forwards there. Baha with the corner. It's Jewel, and it's over the top. Come on, boys. Gerard's looking a bit tired. No, well, we'll bring Otto off. He's had a good game. We'll bring Jolly on up top. That's the thing to do, isn't it? Mr. Jolly comes on. And immediately the Oostende pick up the ball, but are we going to get it? We have. Baha back to Robert. No, Picard even. It's in our half. Jolly plays a lovely ball to Soderman. I mean, I was thinking of getting rid of Jolly at the end of this season, and that's poor, but you know, he hasn't done terribly in the second half of the season when he has come on, but there's a chance here for Demo, and it's well defended. That was. Who was that? Was that Giastathis? Yes, that's the centre backs defending, isn't it? Well, Gerard has got it now. He's had an interesting game. He's not played that much. He's looking a bit tired. Trying to beat his man. walking around in the corner. Dear me, what are you doing? Ratsy almost dropped into his own net. But yeah, we're looking like we might finish 7th here. STVV right at the end have managed to nick themselves into that final playoff position. If it stays like that, that's pretty good going. Away against Kortrijk. I mean, I wouldn't have expected a victory there. But here we go. Picard, ball on the other side. It's Soderman. And he's had a good game, hasn't he? That's his. He's really been highly involved, and hopefully he'll be playing like this in the later stages of the playoffs. Well, there we go. First time in a long time that Liege have been this high up in the league. It started off; it was a little bit cagey at the start, but we certainly deserved it. But come the end of the game, so let's just have a look at this. We'll have a look what all this means as we qualify for the latter stages. We finished 7th in the league, 52 points, which is a record since we've got to the club. The teams that we're going to be playing are Club Bruges, Kortrijk, and STVV. So yeah, STVV, a great win. They overtook Charleroi, who drew with Anderlecht. A decent result there. Ghent beat Zulte Waregem to go ahead. It's all going on down the bottom there. Union, they could have gone. No, they won their game, but in Liege, in losing their game against Mechelen, they dropped right down the table, didn't they? I mean, look at that. They were in that top 8 for pretty much the whole year. Wow. Oostende are relegated, and we have qualified for the European playoff place. That's absolutely massive. Let's just we'll skip the press conference, and we just want to have a look at this this next stage. We'll look at the rules here. European playoff places. So it's going to be 4 teams. Right. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potential spots. So the winner of the Belgian playoff place will get the 4th one of those spots. I don't know who gets the 5th one if the Belgian Cup is won by, I think Standard look like they're going to win that or already have won that. So I think we need to win this. The cool thing is when the playoff group is starts, everyone's points tally will be halved. So we will get. Oh, sorry, that's our home. Home form has been awesome. Let's just let's look at the overall record. So we are currently 7 points behind Anderlecht. Oh no, Anderlecht. We're currently 5 points behind Club Bruges. So we'll be, I don't know whether they round up or down, either 2 or 3 points behind them. So that is catchable. Yeah, right, cool. So it hasn't been drawn yet. But what I think we'll do, we're going to come back for a couple of times during the playoffs because it is the first time we've done it. And hopefully we can have a tilt at that top position. That would be so cool if we managed that. Anyway, folks, if you've enjoyed this, please hit that like button. Please subscribe if you are new. Let us know how you think we're going to get on in the playoffs. What position, 1st, 2nd, 3rd or 4th, do you reckon we'll get? I'm fascinated. I'm absolutely fascinated. STVV, I think we drew them away from home and beat them at home. So we've got a good record against them. Good record against Club Bruges. I think did we beat Club Bruges away from home? I want to say we did. No, we drew. So yeah, there's hope. Yeah, Kortrijk we didn't. We've lost and drawn, and those are the 3 teams. So if you had those results against those teams, we might actually win top the group. Let's see what we can do. Anyway, folks, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.